Okay, now question 10. This is an important question. Okay, describe briefly the following. Origin of replication, that is ORI. Bioreactors and downstream processing. Okay, so for replication, let's start with point A. Point A is origin of replication. So where replication starts, that particular site is known as origin of replication. This is a sequence where replication starts, and any piece of DNA when linked to this sequence can be made into replicates within the host cell. That is known as ORI. Now this sequence is also responsible for controlling the copy number of the linked DNA. Now, so if one wants to recover many copies of the target, it should be cloned with a vector whose origin supports high copy number. In short, your origin of replication is a site which is responsible for controlling how many copies of a DNA are made. Replication is to multiply, to make many things from one single thing. Okay students, so that is your origin of replication, and we are done with this one. Now, bioreactors. Now what are bioreactors? Bioreactors are something where small volume cultures cannot yield appreciable quantities of a product. Now these are quite large. So to produce in large numbers, the development of bioreactors occurred, where large volume, that is from 100 to 1000 liters of culture which can be processed, was required. Thus, a bioreactor can be thought as a vessel. What? It is a vessel with all the raw materials are biologically converted into specific products, individual enzymes, etc. using microbial plant, animal or human cell. So bioreactor is a big vessel like place. Now it is a big thing in which individual or specific products can be made, used for biology, thus it is known as bioreactors. A bioreactor provides optimal condition for achieving the desired products by providing optimum growth condition, example, temperature, pH, substrate, salt, vitamins and oxygen. Okay, so bioreactor will have all the things that are necessary for biological processes which are optimum for growth. For example, it will have a temperature regulator. It will help regulate pH, substrates, salts, vitamin and most importantly oxygen. So students, we are done with bioreactor as well. Now, downstream processing. So what is downstream processing? Downstream processing is something that is after completion of biosynthetic stage. Okay, so after completion of biosynthetic age, the product has to be subjected through a series of processes before ready for marketing or finished product. Now, this process includes separation and purification, which are collectively referred as downstream processing. Now, let's break down the word downstream. So, from going from top to bottom. Now, one thing is finished. We went to a shopping mall. Okay, we shopped. Now, we need to go to the dressing room, check whether it looks good on us or not. Once that is done, we'll go and check out. We'll check out, we'll pay, and then we'll go down. Suppose the shop was on first floor, so we are going down after that. So the entire process which we do on the first floor of the mall, and then we go out through ground floor. So that process is known as downstreaming. Think like downstreaming. We go into the mall, first floor is the shop, we buying something, we check it on ourselves, then we check out, we pay the shopkeeper, and then we go back. So that is what happens in downstreaming. So after completion of biosynthetic stage, so after selecting a particular dress, we are checking the product, whether it is ready for taking home or not. Now, that includes separation and purification. So we, instead of separation and purification, try to remember we are checking out, we are paying. And lastly, it is collectively referred as downstream processes. So shopping is done, just like that. The product has to be formulated with suitable preservatives. Okay, now it is biological process, so it should have suitable preservatives. So the material should be good. Such formulation has to undergo through clinical trials, as in case of drugs. Okay, so when we're talking about biological things, we need to have trials. We need to make it completely sure that it is completely safe and it is efficient. Now, strict quality control testing for each product is also required, and thus the downstream process and the quality control testing can vary from product to product. Okay students, remember this as good as shopping. So when we buy something, we make sure that it is 100% correct. Now this is what your answer should look like. First, we need to say what the process is and how long will it take. That's it. This is your answer number 10.